Where we need the DFIs and IFIs is when an ECA has a project through the private sector, is aware about it and is willing to finance part of it, but there is a part missing. And then if you don't have this coordination, it may just fall, which is a waste of resources, it's a waste of opportunity.
Mariane, you're one of the secret brains behind this enhanced coordination and the role of the export credit agencies from the Danish side. How do you see the role of export credit agencies? Why does it matter? And what do you expect from the European Commission?
Okay, that's a big question for a very short period, but the role of the export credit agencies is to support European business. And we've done that for many years. And we have worked together among ourselves to also support not just national exports, but European exports. So in that sense, we're an obvious partner for a global gateway initiative. And what I expect from the Commission is to deliver on what we've been discussing today, which is finally accepting and acknowledging that ECAs are part of the solution, because ECAs are part of the institutional system, but we have been seen more as a trade subsidy issue and not as part of a solution. And we have to manage both. We have to avoid trade distortion, but I think what we can deliver as well is sometimes, and where we need the DFIs and IFIs, is when an ECA has a project through the private sector, is aware about it and is willing to finance part of it, but there is a part missing. And then if you don't have this coordination, it may just fall, which is a waste of resources, it's a waste of opportunity, both for the private company but also for European interests.
And what kind of support do you require from the EU level to do that part of coordination better?
Well, definitely one which is very much on the agenda today is also a financial tool. But it's not a new EU ECA, because we have sufficient of them and it works. But it's the add-on, because ECAs were very much dependent on our export structure. We reinsure each other, but our starting point is always what do we know from our private sector. And we have, there's a reason that we're regulated as we are. It costs money to provide guarantees for 22 years. So sometimes we have limits. So imagine having a great project in terms of sustainability, partner interest, European strategic interest, but the ECA, who actually has access to this project, cannot finance the whole thing. Having a tool where you can go back and saying, are you willing, it lives up to your requirements in the EU, to provide an extra guarantee.